getting at the current moment. As I said, tomorrow we are going into the final day of this test match. You can't have a better finish. Test match. West Indies definitely looking a bit of a favourites at this time, with England leading by 170 runs only. There is a bit of turn in the pitch, so I mean, we have seen Chase turn a few out of the rough today, and I'm also expecting Dom to the equation tomorrow. So. But definitely, I have a feeling that things are tilted in favour of West Indies. West Indies might probably have a head start tomorrow, but best could be the key tomorrow for England. So let's have a look at this particular test match and see what really transpired. So let's talk about England. So England were the ones, it was Ben Stokes, the England captain, who actually New England captain, in coming in place of Joe Root, and England actually were the ones who actually batted first. So Ben Stokes got the rub of green, and he was the one who, without any hesitation, elected to bat. It was cloudy conditions, and England in their first day were bowled out. And if you look at the England card there, Burns made 30, Sibley was out for on. Gabriel gave them fresh blood, first blood, when he picked up the wicket by knocking off Dom Sibley. Then he was out for 18, Crawley for 8, Ben Stokes contributed 43, Butler made 35, Pope was out for 12, but Bess really played a cameo. I mean, he really stuck it out there to enable the Englishmen to go to a score of 204, with Dom Bess not out 31 with 4 boundaries. So other than that, if you look at the bowling there, Shannon Gabriel was absolutely on the mark. He picked up 4 for 62. He was. I mean, Shannon. I mean, if you look at it, it was Shannon Gabriel and the captain Jason Holder picking up his best 5 wicket, best haul in Test cricket, because he picked up 6 for 42, 20 overs, 6 maidens, 42 runs and 6 wickets for Jason Holder. Bowled superbly, I thought. And also Shannon Gabriel picking up 4 for 62, with Holder were the ones who wrecked the Englishmen, as the Englishmen were bowled out for 204. West Indies in their first innings put up a good show. They put up a very good show. They picked up a 114 runs lead. Brathwaite playing limpet-like innings, 65 with 6 boundaries. Other than that, Campbell made 28, Hope 16. Shamar Brooks was impressive with 39 with 6 boundaries. Chase made a good contribution of 47 with 6 boundaries. Blackwood was out for 12, but Shane Dowris, the young wicketkeeper, did a wonderful job with the bat, as he made 61 with 8 boundaries. An attractive innings from him, and he was the one who really enabled this West Indians to go and take the lead, which is good to see. So West Indies 318, 140, and the bowling, if you look at it, it was Anderson with 362, but Ben Stokes, the captain himself, was into it in great fashion, as he picked up 4 for 49, Ben Stokes. And Bess, he looked impressive as well, with 2 wickets for 51 runs. So 114 runs in the lead. England were trailing, and England had really today. They actually resumed on the overnight score, being the 4th day. Rory Burns and Dom Sibley just worked their way around, and they put up a good partnership. In fact, they tried to. Their primary goal was to basically wipe out the lead. They did it very well by taking the score to 72 without any wicket. Burns' contribution being 42 with 5 boundaries. Sibley definitely making amends amends after getting a duck in the first innings, as he went on to his 50 with 4 boundaries. Denley once again shows that technique is something that he has to really work on, as Gabriel picked up. But let me talk about this game. And Zach Crawley was very impressive. I mean, he played some marvelous. He's very good on the hook shot. He's good on the pull shot. He drives beautifully. And Zach Crawley was the highest scorer. And things were really getting along for England in a very nice manner. They had knocked off the lead. The score had moved on to 249. Zach Crawley was in his element. He was looking perfectly, picking up some important wickets as he knocked off Butler with pace. Butler got an inside edge onto the ball. He was clean bowled for 9. And then also Joseph picked up the most important wicket, that who was looking settled. He was looking settled for probably getting a ton under his belt, but he put up a very tame of Alzari Joseph. Crawley making 76 with 8 boundaries. A wonderful inning. Stokes contributed 46 with 6 boundaries. Then, as I said, absolutely the match was turned around. They were look at the close play. Look at the stump score for England on the going into on the 4th day. They were reduced to 284 for 8. So you could just imagine that in a span of 35 odd runs, there were 5 wickets snapped up, 2 wickets going to Alzari Joseph, but Shannon Gabriel was the man who went on to pick up the most important wickets, one could say, as he knocked off Ollie Pope. He was bowled by Gabriel for 12. That was 1 wicket. Then he picked up the wicket of Dom Bess, who really troubled them in the first innings, as you remember. He was castled by a hand in the wicket of Sibley, I reckon. So basically, there were 3 wickets to Gabriel, 2 for Joseph, and a wonderful job by them. And it left in 4th day. On the 4th day, the final session absolutely belonged. And Gabriel, as you know, not only with the pace, with all his experience, his guile, he was bowling magnificently. And finally, when the stumps were drawn for the day on the 4th day, the England score were 284 for 8. They're just 170 runs ahead, as I said, with Jofra Archer not out on 5, Mark Wood not out on 1, and make happy reading for the West Indians. Gabriel 262 and Alzari Joseph 240. Roston Chase at 271. Roston Chase showed that there was some turn in the pitch. So definitely going into the final day, it's not going to be easy for the West Indies, but definitely England have done a great job here by restricting the Englishmen to an 84 for 8. Now if you look at the scene there, Mark Wood and Jofra Archer. Now Mark Wood definitely and Jofra Archer can definitely play, but definitely it all depends. The morning dew would be a factor. But no, I mean, really have to say the bowlers have done a good job. Even they will have a job to do if they got the 220 best. The right arm off spinner from England could do the same, and especially when, as we all know, it was only the 4th day and we are going into the final day. There's more wear and tear, and definitely pitch could the ball could that West Indies. It seems to be probably still the bowling figures there. We have, as I said, but I think we are in for a beautiful finish tomorrow. The Ageas Bowl in Southampton, where England will be resuming with 170 runs ahead, with only 2 wickets remaining. West Indies would like to knock off those wickets as quickly as possible. To probably West Indies would be taking a 1-0 lead in the series, but England, as I said, there is still. Let's have a look at the England team and see whether. Who are the others? I mean, Dom Bess is definitely there. There is no doubt about it. They've gone with that spinner. I'm also trying to see, is there anyone else? I mean, if you look at it, Joe Denley can bowl a bit of spin too. So that is another thing that should be there. So other than that, there's no one else. Pope can probably bowl a few as well. But one has to wait and watch as to what really trumps tomorrow, whether less. But the West Indians probably have to still work it out. But it's a very, very interesting day's play on the final day coming up. And let's hope that we really have some fun tomorrow. Probably we probably are going to get a good result. So let's wait and watch as to what really comes up. And I hope you'll all love this cricket broadcast of mine. Fine.